Unfortunately, that has left EMS agencies in the hole in carrying this debt on behalf of the state now for that same 24 months.
The debt is $6 million owed to EMS companies across the state. They've transported people from Michigan correctional facilities and never got paid. Now they are asking for the state's help and are looking for that money back. The state requires ambulance companies to use a third party to request payments after they transport from prisons. Grand Prairie WellPath was the organization, and they stopped paying about 2 years ago. That's according to the Michigan Association of Ambulance Services.
We would like the state to do a supplemental budget appropriation, appropriating up to $6 million to compensate EMS agencies.
Services have been rendered, and yet no money is flowing in. The company that was supposed to pay these EMS agencies stopped taking calls, then filed for bankruptcy.
I am extremely concerned that if we don't get this resolved, we will see additional EMS agencies going out of business.
Angela Madden is the executive director of the state's Association of Ambulance Services. She says some EMS companies are foregoing purchasing new equipment.
There are, from what I can best figure out, 15 to 20 EMS agencies that are being shorted anywhere from $30,000 all the way up to $600,000.
The Michigan Department of Corrections owes us nearly $140,000.
Russ Adams represents Lapeer County EMS. He says they depend on 40% of reimbursement costs to operate, and the rest of their budget is through a millage. In northern Michigan, an EMS company is in jeopardy of shutting down.
We are now down to 10 days of operating costs.
Renee Gray says she's been with the EMS company for years. Prior to the state having a contract with Grand Prairie WellPath, they contracted with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and there was never any issue with them getting paid.
I don't understand why the state of Michigan, when they decided to switch companies, why didn't they contract with the local EMS agencies that have an obligation to respond and pay them directly?
During the meeting, Kyle Kaminsky, a spokesperson with the Department of Corrections, says this is a challenging situation.
The taxpayers of the state of Michigan made combined payments to Grand Prairie WellPath in excess of $350 million for the period of time that they were providing healthcare services to the MDOC. So this is not a question of Grand Prairie WellPath not having received funds. It is a question of what Grand Prairie WellPath has done with those funds since receiving them from the state.
The state did file litigation against the company Grand Prairie WellPath and have started using VitalCore. While there are still some issues with non-payments, they are more communicative. Right now, we don't know yet whether a supplemental budget will go through in Lansing to pay back these EMS companies.